E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quest for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another quarter final. It is going to be the last quarter final actually in the CIS segment of the Shanghai qualification. It will be between Sherifi and Team Spirit. Now one of these teams I know pretty well, casted them numerous times, obviously recently changing rosters, removing or stepping down Starix from the roster and bringing in Arch, which I think is a pretty good replacement, talented individual. And then the team they're up against, I don't think I recognize a single player on the team, which is quite new for me. That doesn't happen very often anymore, so definitely interested to see what these guys can actually do, how good they're actually going to be playing, and oh, if they could somehow make it through, that would be incredible. An unknown Russian team trying to challenge versus, well, what, Gambit, Tyloo, and Flash Gaming, the current teams in the tournament. So definitely looking forward to seeing what they can do here. I'm going to say some of the names are probably going to be a little bit of a struggle for me to read. But, yeah, we should be getting into this one fairly soon. Looking like, at least in terms of the Spirit roster, they should be the favorites going into this one. And in terms of the map pool, we are going to see Mirage, Cobble, and then possibly Inferno if needed. So definitely for the sort of more of a mixed team, it wouldn't be too bad a map pool whatsoever. Either way, we are going to be going into our knife round. And both teams probably going to want to aim to start on that CT side. Question is, how many have stuck with me? Who's going to be here through Sherifi and Team Spirit? Not the most well-known of teams, or at least Sherifi. So I'm interested to see if we've got any like hardcore viewers, or if you just all left, you betrayed me for the final time, and I'm just going to have to sit here and talk to myself for the next, well, potentially 3 hours. Which, if that's the case, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be sad. I'm not seeing anyone typing, so I think it may be the case. Definitely looking forward to seeing what Arch can do in this roster, though. Obviously been... We got... Is it Tree Army? Or Tree Army? Oh, God. And Tweezer Lewis. Tweezer. And see, I feel like the word Tweezer sounds like Mike Tyson. Trying to say, like, trees are. Say, like, Trey. Trey me. Trey my. Like, these toys are green. Ray Army. Oh, okay. Oh, that's such a bad joke. Trey Army. Okay, I get it. I got it. I'll remember that. Till at least the end of the game. Oh, well, we are going to be going into our pistol round. CT side just going to go for straight Kevlar. On the other side, we got a little bit of utility. The classic Russian strategy. Rush B, no stop, no. A nice start from Berserk. Already going to be taking the head off of Demon. The B defense has fallen within seconds, and the rotation are going to have to be coming in. French. Okay. Swedish. Ooh. You should be good at Counter-Strike then. T-side already with a 2-man advantage. Berserk will eventually go down. Sophic with the trade, but it's still going to be very difficult to get into the site. And they don't actually have a kit at the moment. They're going to have to get these kills very quickly indeed. Sherifio. Oh, that's not an easy name to say. Oh no, his name's actually... Oh, that's their team name. I'm so slow. Inters is going to be finding the kill back, and now Archer's just going to look to try and save his Kevlar. He's been dinked, still got the Kevlar to play with, and will only have to spend an extra $350 to get himself full head armor if he wants into the next round. So, nice round from Sherifi. No, I think Starix actually left the roster. We saw it just a couple of days ago. It should be on HLTV. Decided to stand down, and I don't know whether that was his decision, the team's decision. Whatever was going on just didn't seem to work. And, well, I think they're actually worse than they were before he joined the roster, which is always going to be a bit more of a problem. CT side have invested back into this one. 2 rifles, a few SMGs, actually an MP7, which don't see too much of. It started to come back into fashion after the UMP seemed to be nerfed, but I think people realized pretty quickly, actually, a UMP's fine. It's just not as good as it was at range, which I think that was pretty much the best nerf they could have done. I think pistols are probably about right now. It's just more about a sort of tactical play. The CZ, of course, still has the ability to destroy rounds, but I still think there's a high enough skill ceiling on it that it's not necessarily easy, which it seemed to be with the 5.7 when you could just spam away. Either way, CT side seemingly get the gamble right over on which site is going to be the push, is whether or not they can do anything about it. Arch just going to be waiting in the corner, and they haven't checked it properly, but he will only be able to get one. Thorpe is there with the trade alongside Inters as well. Nice shot from Davkos with the Deagle. Be able to retrieve a UMP. Not really going to help him too much. He doesn't currently have any armor. Neither does Sotvic. And it will just be a cleanup in the end. A few players drop. The 2 rifles will be saved most importantly for Sherifi. Or Sherifi. Sherifi. That sounds more like a sort of like a rubbish version of RoboCop. It's like, he lost his eye, so we replaced it with a robotic eye. He's now Sherifi. Sherifi Miami. Definitely has some sort of ring to it. I can't quite work out what the show would be. It's just the plural of sheriffs. Oh. I prefer my idea, where it's like, you have a special eye. That may just be because I'm retarded. Push in. Lehanov? Oh god, that's a horrible name. Berserk will be able to trade one back. Dima and Sotvic going to be the only 2. Lehanov. Oh, it says for Slam. To be honest, I love Slam as well, so it's understandable. It will be Thorpe and Berserk close down this round, and it will be a 3-0 in favor of Sheriffs. How do I pronounce Lehanov? Oh. Hey, marksman. Serially. I don't even know what that's... What? Serially? That like cereal? Arch. Could be waiting. It is the buyback in now for the CT side. They haven't managed to do too much damage in the last few rounds, but the T's haven't made as much cash as they possibly could have done. With only 2 players surviving in that second round. Those are some interesting emotes. Mr. Isolator. That's a good name. Sophic trying to find something through the smoke, but as of yet won't be able to do anything. And Thorpe is going to be waiting over towards the ramp. T-side is playing a pretty slow default at the moment, waiting for any rotations or aggressive pushes from the CT side. And they are actually going to gamble another player over towards that A side of the map. Mid presence looking to be taken from Inters. I almost read it as, Isolator. But I corrected myself before I had a chance. Nice start from Davkos. The bait shot's not going to come in. CT side do take the man advantage. Only 35 seconds left on the clock. Sophic eventually gets the kill onto Lehanov. I feel like I really have to focus to say that name. Nice shot. From Krad at least. We'll get them one back in the round. And actually gives them quite a lot of presence over towards this B side of the map. Patient coming in. Bomb is going to be planted, and Davkos trying to find something through the box, but you have to be a little bit further over to the right for that to be the case. And already Berserk is going to turn things back into a 3 versus 3. What started so well for the CT side is now looking like a bit of a problem. Berserk still just waiting around the corner. The rotation will be coming in through the market, but Berserk is doing all the work on his own. Already picking up a couple of kills. Nice shot from Davkos, but it is just going to be a passing kill as they look to try and run away. Breeding is succeeding. You're doing swimmingly. Remaining 2 players are just going to fall out of the round. Nice little boost actually coming in from the CT side just to make sure that they can hold on. Though. Can the CTs rectify the problems of the last round? They've opted to force. Sophic is going to have a decent amount of utility. They have still got that AWP onto Davkos as well. B side. Mostly gathered up over towards B. Lehanov going to be starting with quite a lot of damage, and already Davkos now picking up the first kill of the round. Once again, we saw this in the previous, but the trades were back thick and fast. We go though. T-side and managed to take some control into middle. Clearing out underpass as well. 2 aggressive players at the moment in the form of Dima and Sophic, but it is more going to be the A-site defenders, which will have a lot of work to do. Mid push. Looking to come in with some support from ramp as well. And there we go. Davkos going to find the first. Already, they start to rotate a 4th player in towards this A site. They definitely have the right read. Nice shot from Lehanov. Able to bring it in at least to a closer scenario, but now he's the only one left alive. Nade will dunk, but Arch will close. AWP also going to be retrieved. And it will be 1-4. Still, Sherifi firmly in the lead. But they are now going to have to invest all of that extra money that they had. Team Spirit will get a chance to actually break back, so not too bad a situation at all. Gusting smoke into middle. I think that was actually meant to just give them a little bit of vision over the top. The Berserk will be tagged a small amount. Okay, Davkos, AWP peek, and he will find the first kill. Berserk is going to be going down, but the rest of the team have opted to push quickly onto this A site. Nice work from Cold. He doubles down with a couple of kills. Will be quickly traded back, and in fact, the T's have got 2 of their own. Davkos, that's a risky push, an unnecessary one as well. They already had the man advantage and the bomb down. Instead, he goes running into the blender. 2v2. He's just going to be waiting. Sprays through. Okay, clearly has... I don't know, I don't even know what that was. Just straight through the smoke. Heard something that maybe I didn't. Topfic now going to be left into a 1 versus 2. That mistake could be costly from Davkos, and well, it will. 5-1. Now Team Spirit don't really have the money to do much in this round at all. How often do you cast games? At the moment, pretty much every day. Like, I do all of the Shanghai qualifiers. If I'm not doing that, then I can do Hellcase. If I'm not doing that, then there's WSG. So all of that stuff could have me on it. I did the Oakland qualifiers with Harry just a few days ago in Poland. And in a week or so, or a couple of weeks, I've got the ROG EMEA LAN. Plenty of stuff coming up. Either way, quick push coming out from the CT side. They've invested everything they've got, and so far, they've got nothing back for it. Just getting slaughtered by Sherifi. For a team I've never seen before, they really are doing very well in these last few rounds. They've taken both sites without any problems. And, well, Zotvic, now the only one left. P250 in hand. Not really sure what he can hope to do. Maybe take 1 kill. If he can retrieve a rifle, that would be nice. Nope, not going to happen. Enters will hit him with the AWP. 6-1. And as said, that was pretty much a full investment from the CT side, so they won't have any money going into this next. Dima currently on 0 kills. Definitely isn't the start that he would have desired. Nobody really particularly performing. Dav cost 8 and 6 at the moment, I suppose. But in terms of actual impact, only the 1 round that they've managed to win. Aggressive middle push coming out from the CT side. Which can do a little bit of damage. However, rectified by Crad. Hanov. Not gonna have any problems. Dinked up, but not anything he should worry about. CT side are going to have themselves an investment back in Berserk. And Loudov already starting off. They're only 20 seconds into the round and they've already got themselves the first 2 entry kills. Sherifi, I don't even know. Like, Team Spirit, they haven't been playing well recently. But this is just a slaughter. They're getting picked off one by one. The T's with a pretty basic puggy style. Davkos can hold even obscure angles and they're still getting taken down with no trouble at all. A flawless round from the T side. This is insane. Once again, just pistols. CT side going to be saving for the next round. A 9th round, somewhat inevitable. Nade going to be dropped straight on Sophic. Head off. We'll be able to pick one up. If I win this best, I'll go from €1 to €10. Hey, that's pretty good. Oh, that's like 1,000% increase. Arch will at least be able to pick off one, doing a little bit of extra damage. Arch looking to just hold on to the rifle at this point. Not wanting to go down. He's actually going to take another with the nade, so he's at least making things a little bit costly, which they haven't been able to do so far. I'm literally getting paid by watching this. Same! We're in the same boat. CT side will start things off. The double orb setup looking to shut down this mid presence that we've seen so far. And the T's turn the tide. They've been able to win the majority of the rounds so far. Goldie will actually bring another. Looking like they're finally going to get themselves a second round. 11 off, looking to sneak out. We'll be able to pick one up back. Trying to throw a couple of nades in. Actually catches both players completely blind. Somehow they may actually be able to turn this back. Surely not. Finally, Sophic, nice headshot, will close. Surely close the round. Berserk now in a 1 versus 3. Has control of the bomb. 45 seconds left. Trying to sneak his way up towards short. Spray is wild and Dima will get them a second round. Still, it's not going to be easy from here on out for this CT side, as they do still have the chance of the reset. What'd you work at, Tweezer? Tweezer Gween. Here we go. Arch looking to try and stop them in their tracks. Bit of a wild spray. Will get a first and is quickly traded out. CT side with a decent chance for a retake, but looking like they are just going to be isolated by nades. I can see a couple of trades coming in. Davkos manages to pick up one, but it's Crad to do the work. Shot from Inters as well. It leaves it just onto Dima. Of course, the money now going to be a big problem for this CT side. They're going to tap away onto Berserk, but Berserk is going to finish things off. 10-2. Dominating from Sherifi so far, and once again, the money is going to be stuck. Yeah, Harry, this is called real work, you know? Not all like you, just sitting around, doing nothing. No, I'm kidding. Once again, just pistols and aggression coming out from the CT side, hoping to at least do some damage. Cody will hit a tag. Nothing much more. Once again, mid-control will go away at the T side. Cody trying to spam, and Crad will just shoot back through the same angle. However, CT side, Dima, Davkost, and another from Dima is actually doing the work. He's going to find himself a third kill of the round already. It's going to be left on to Thorpe. Maybe, just maybe, he could bring one back for his team. However, Thorpe will ruin that dream. Even though it comes close, it's still an 11th round for Sherifi. And, well, now the CT side, they will buy up behind this. They've done some damage. However, still not even close to resetting that economy. Start from Crad, already going to remove Davkost from the server. Sophic, quick enough to trade that it's not too much of a problem. The big thing is going to be this push coming in. Cody, a bit of an obscure position, but he's already going to be spotted out in the open. Should be easy to trade, but he's actually tapping away. Eventually, Inters will do the work that was necessary. Leaving it back into that 3v3 once more. Quick rotation coming in from Dima, trying to get around the outside. And they are just going to be waiting. Zerk, however, is aware. This retake attempt just became a whole lot more difficult. However, Sophic will at least achieve one more kill with the AWP. Berserk going to be trying to spot over the top and takes him down. And now Arch is going to go for a second flank. The flank of the flanker after the failed flanking flank. May not expect him to be here. I'm going to be planted. Looking in the wrong direction. Peak going to be coming out, and he will be able to line them up, but doesn't quite hit the second. Lehanov still going to be waiting. Gets headshotted through the box, and Arch will be able to steal one away again. A third round on the board. Looking to try and retrieve the AWP before he defuses the bomb. Doesn't have a kit, so has to do it fairly quickly. It's going to be 11-3. Round on the board for Team Spirit. Something I haven't had to say too much so far. At least it could give them more of a chance if they were to attempt a comeback. Here we go. Davkost with the aggression. Nice start. Finds the first kill. Lehanov will be down, and so will Thorpe. Sophic will line them up, and it seems like maybe the CT side have finally rectified some of their problems, but Inters is looking to try and save this round. It's not looking likely. It's the last of the half, so he might as well go for it. And Cody will catch him as he looks to rotate away. The last couple, at least, go into the hands of Team Spirit. Still, going to be an 11-4 half for Sherifi. Very dominant indeed. And now looking to just try and win the pistol and pretty much guarantee their victory. Here we go, though. Rush B once again. Both teams doing the same strategy in their pistol rounds. Forp is actually going to find one through the smoke. Nice start. Gives them a much better chance in the retake, but they don't actually have a kit. So it's quite interesting that they actually went for a retake strategy in the first place, considering there was no kit available. It means they are going to have to be moving very fast indeed. 3 players actually gathered up, or 2 on short. 1 actually in the apartments, but quick kills coming in. Now the only man left is the man up in App. Sotfik, no armor. Gonna be trying to defend that bomb. Defuse already going to be begun. They need to just stick it, really. And already you can see the kill coming in. 1 for Sotfik, looking for the second. Needs to deny the guy on the bomb and gets all 3. Sotfik will secure them the pistol round. Great work from him in the end. And Sherifi are going to be kicking themselves that they didn't manage to take that one away. Here we go, though. Can the CT side break things back? A couple of the players actually going to be saving their money. Already, Davkos and Arch making some cash of their own. Inter's looking for a trade, and we'll actually be able to get them. Or get one, I should say. However, they may just opt to save the remaining weapons that they have in this situation, because going into the next round with something to play with is always going to be important, and retaking that B site, it's just not very likely. It'll be very difficult indeed. A little bit of extra damage attempted by Crad, but he won't be able to do it. So it's going to be a 6th on the round, or on the board, I should say, for Team Spirit. Slowly getting themselves back into this game. The next round should be even easier, as there isn't really too much saved. Berserk can drop his pistol over and keep the MAC-10 with the armor, and look to try and make himself a little bit of extra money, of course. $600 per kill. Here we go. Looking to try it. Farm up the cash. Berserk actually gets himself 1 and a lot of damage done onto Arch. The bomb just looking to try and push over towards that B side. Now a quick rotation actually coming through mid from Inters, so he may be able to catch off the rotating Arch, who's already low on HP. Trusty CZ in hand, and that will be a kill for him. Or achieve the MAC-10, and they may actually be able to even win this round. That would be utterly ridiculous. They've still, of course, got Sotfik and Dima, both with rifles, both with armor. Things that, well, the majority of the CTs don't have. However, they've already done quite a bit of damage. Dima going to have to do a lot of the work, and only Inter's left will eventually be tapped down. 11-7. Bai will now be coming back in from the CT side, and Inter's already has enough money that he can get himself an AWP. Rest of the team just going to be going for the rifles, and we'll have a little bit of utility, although Lehanov not with too much to play with at all. Here we go, though. Warp on both sides. already a bit of a tag for Dima and Dav. Sounds like it could be sort of like a little, almost adventure. The adventures of Dima and Dav, or Dav and Dima. I think Dima and Dav sounds good. CT side looking to break back early. T's have built up a bit of cash, at least on Dima and Sotfik. Actually gonna be Dima finding the first kill. Quick couple of trades with the T still coming out on top. Coley looking to try and peek in. Really spot the man who's currently looking over towards jungle. Sotfik is going to go for the re-peek and will open things up once again. Berserk and Inter's now the only two people actually left alive, and Berserk going to be stuck in the corner. Avoids the flashbang. That will net him a first kill. Molotov going to be trying to force him out, and he's going to try and deny a bomb plant. Actually, a nice shot onto Davcost. But it will leave it down to Inter's in a 1 versus 2. Bomb's going to be planted. 20 seconds left on the clock, but it shouldn't be a problem. May give him a chance to actually get the kill back, but doesn't spot Arch crossing over towards the firebox. Of course, not having a kit could be quite a problem here, by the looks of things. No utility, no kit. Just wants to try and hold on to that AWP and bring something into the next round. Here we go, though. The single AWP alongside a few pistols versus 3 MAC-10s, an AK, and an AWP of their own. Looking like the T's are just going back to the classic, rushing towards that B site. Brad will be falling already, and it does look like Spirit is slowly getting themselves back into this game. 2 rounds. Looking like it's going to be the difference as the CT side may just opt to keep all that extra Kevlar, although saving an extra weapon could be a nice little bonus. Of course, only 2 weapons that they really want. The MAC-10 not going to be useful at all in the next round. And there's 3 of those to find. Tactical pause going to be called in the next round for Sherifi. Of course, this is going to be their big buy. 3,400 going into the next. Berserk finds one and the second as well. So a couple of those MAC-10s going to be gone. In fact, an AK now retrieved. CT side doing a hell of a lot of damage in this round. Nice movement from Lehanov. Davkos just trying to find a safe way out of this site without losing his AWP. There's still going to be a man down the end in the form of Inters, who has an AWP of his own. By the looks of things, both players should now be able to survive. Not really much of a point for Sotfik, who has plenty of cash and probably will just buy an AK instead, although may opt to keep the MAC-10. But the nice bonus there is the fact that the CT side, they get themselves an extra AK, they do some more damage, and now can come back with a buy round of their own. Yeah, I can't make that jump. Haven't got the movement. Haven't got the skills to pay the bills. Here we go, though. Mac 10 going to be kept, which against 4 players without head armor could actually play quite a big impact. Probably going to be playing around the palace. I made it once in an empty server when nobody was around and there's no evidence, right? Yeah, same. Crad goes aggressive, but already loses life. Does quite a bit of damage, but only onto Arch, who currently holds a Mac 10, so probably won't be too much of a problem anyway. Inter's looking to try and lurk around that connector spot. Still, it's going to be a man down early on for Sherifi. Arch actually going to be boosted up, and just has to be a little bit careful if he's going to go pushing here. Doesn't have any head armor. It will get forced out, and it's actually going to be the AWP now retrieved for Arch as well. 4 HP, but he still makes it work. And now the push is going to be going back towards this B side. They can hold all the rotations away. It's going to be left onto 1 man. Thorpe versus 3. Lehanov will be able to pick off 1. Rotation coming in, though. It's all going to be onto Thorpe. What can he do here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Dima takes his head off within the first second of this move. Bomb be planted as well. And the remaining CT players will just have to hold on to their weapons. They got a couple who can buy in the next round anyway. And with the max loss bonus, they should be able to drop enough that it will be no problem for them to buy into the next round, especially with both guns saved. However, it is now going to be 11 to 10. Arch actually going to be dropping the AWP out of the server. Okay, it's because it's already one picked up onto Davkost anyway. Team are going to be rounding the corner and walking straight into his opponent. Another picked up from Lehanov. There we go. 10 to 11. 1 round the difference. From 11 to 4 half. From 11 to 2 scoreline. It's come right back. With every single round so far going the way of the T's. Looking like a almost classic pug match. T side is favoured on every map. Except maybe Nuke. That's still CT-sided. Can Team Spirit continue this train? Double AWP set up in for the CT side. They use all their extra money wisely. Brad, still actually going to be opting for a UMP. Now, it's opting because 2 players could have actually dropped him a weapon. There we go, though. Dima making his way forward. Thorpe will be there. Finds the first, but is left completely blind. Nade's going to be thrown in, and he will be countered. Coldy is quick to trade things back. Push once again, looking to come into this B site. And again, there's only 1 defender. Crad, as said, doesn't have a rifle. And I'm a bit confused as to why. Coldy already takes down his teammate, and he's going to be the only defender left. Once again will be dropped. And I'm really confused why, well, other than being dropped in the round, why he wasn't dropped a weapon. 1 kill will come back in, and actually a little bit of over-aggression has now given away back into the round for the CT side. They thought it was done, I thought it was done, but instead it's back into a 2 versus 2 before the bomb is even planted. Arch going to be holding, waiting for the push. He takes down Lehanov, and now the only man left alive is going to be Inters. He's back to saving once again. The small bit of hope that he had for a second is gone, diminished, reduced to nothingness. And Team Spirit are going to even the scoreline from a long way down all the way back to 11-11, and I'm pretty sure that Inters has spent the last few rounds just saving. Not really much impact with this AWP. The B site has been where the fight has happened almost every single time, and because of that, all this man has had to do is hold on to his weapon. Here we go. Once again, it's going to be a push towards this B site. As of yet, they haven't been able to counter it, but Orc will start things off. Sophic looking for the double trade, but only manages a single. Arch sprays away. Does a lot of damage, but not able to get a kill just yet. Nade may actually just bounce straight into the corner, but doesn't quite finish off Crad, who's still alive on 3 HP. Doesn't last very long, though. Back to a 3v3. Inter's looking for the pick with the AWP, but can't grab anything just yet, and there's a lot of low players over on that T side. Arch is one of them. Peeks out into the hands of Berserk. Davkos turns thing back. Molotov, another one for Davkos, stepping up big with this AWP, leaving it all onto Berserk. They know where he is as well. Even gets hit by the Molotov, and now Coldie's going to start spraying bullets in his position. Berserk shouldn't really be given a chance into this one. In fact, he is going to get that chance. Coldie will hold the angle, though. And it's going to be another round on the board for Team Spirit. The comeback is more than officially on, as they are back with 8 rounds in a row on the T side. The CTs once again are just going to force and force and force and try and finally break back. However, it's looking pretty slim at this point. T side. Not going rushing into the B side this time. They're going to try and take control of middle. Hawk. Been playing a similar angle most rounds, so they should be predicting this by now. Of course, looking for the pick in. Gotta find anything. Spots out one, goes for a jumping shot. A little bit ambitious. And this time they've actually positioned the AWP of Inters to try and hold onto that B site instead. Done a pretty good job of it so far. Aggression going to come into Thorpe instead, as he will now be the aggressor on the B site. Nice flashbanging for Crad will give them a 2-man advantage. Something we haven't seen so far from the CT side, and something the Ts haven't had to deal with. More interestingly, Lehanov going to be aggressive. Shouldn't be expected from Coldie. It will be a kill and the bomb. Now further peaks coming out. Only 1 man left alive. Dima. And he's not going to get anything. A flawless round from Sherifi to turn things back and finally get them 1 on the board. The question is now, are they going to be straight up reset? Once again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the motto of this game. The push B has worked every other time. Is it going to work once again? Thorpe in the back lines. He's got support from Inters as well, who's just going ham with the AWP. Clearly moving him to B was a great decision by this CT side. Nice work. Inters actually looking for the ace. Not quite going to get it. And another decent round. 4 players alive. T side, even after winning that many rounds, gonna have the problem of economy. All we're gonna see is Davkos with the scout. The rest of the team buying up a little bit into pistols, so if he can hit the tag, they can get themselves the kill. But Sherifi, after a long break from the board, have now got themselves right back in the driver's seat again. Looking to take map 1. Still potential 3-map series. There we go. East side with the majority gathered up over towards A. Looking to try and split through the underpass as well. 3 players already here for the CT side, and potential to hold off any connector pushes as well on Crad. They've got that double op set up in play, but they won't know that there's actually going to be someone splitting in through the window. Push comes out by Berserk. Only going to be able to get one. The AWP gets another, and the split from behind finally pounces as they manage to get through the connector. Crad doesn't actually spot it out. Back into an actual 3 versus 3, considering how much has actually been invested. Bomb going to be going down. Angle trying to be held, but they may not be able to deny the stopping of this plant. But at the same time, the T's are somehow making this work. Crad is now the only one left alive. And Arch is even going to close things. 13-13. Not a good round from the CT side. Only 2 pistols and a scout invested. And somehow they'll steal this away. CT side, well, this is where the problems of economy come back in. They will still have a bye, but Lehanov already dropped down to a CZ. And if they lose this next one, Team Spirit will have the ruling of the economy and the chance to close out a map which they had no right in winning after the first half. Here we go, though. T's. They've rushed B. Now they're going to change things up. I rush straight into the A side already. First 2 kills go their way. The CT side may just have to think of saving, but Inters has been their savior before in these rounds. Spray through the smoke. Going to be doing a lot of damage, but re-smokes will be coming in. Never mind. No, they won't. Arch is going to miss his smoke, and that could give a way back into the round. Very passive positions. A rotation coming back from Sotfik as well. Going to try and get himself a different angle onto the bomb through mid. And also could catch them off if they try and escape. And that's exactly what he's going to be doing. Picks up one. Looks for the second and enters, but never mind. Not quite going to be getting that kill. And now the remaining 2 players are going to be forced to save. Only 1900 going into the accounts of Sherifi. So both of these weapons are going to be absolutely crucial. Team Spirit now take themselves the lead. Yeah, never mind. Aggression from Inters. Starts things off. Now the aggression going to go back, pushing towards that B side, but the Molotov will deny them for now. Crad, with one of the only rifles, may be able to defend this, but he's got a lot of work to do. Left, completely blind, sprayed down to 26 HP, but he's still alive. That's the most important thing. Quick rotation going to be coming around onto short for the majority of the CT side, but they've still got to deal with this one man in the corner before the bomb can realistically go down. Dav cost. Pick up one and a second as well. He has been doing well with this AWP. Currently 23 kills. Not quite what Inters has been doing, but still solid. Forp will be able to trade things back, but Deem is still there. Berserk pushing him with the CZ. Gets one, looks for the second, but runs out of ammo. And now the cross is being held by Sotfik with that AK-47. Picks up the first and the second. And now 15-13 with a last-ditch effort from Sherifi to hold on to this game. And if not, well, Spirit will have made an incredible comeback. There we go, though. Mid control being taken. Arch. Gonna be waiting. There's quite a lot of aggression out from Forp at the moment, over towards the B-Apps position, and CT side trying to just rotate back around. They've gone aggressive also towards Palace, just holding up close. Do you want me to lose my voice? That's nice of you. Who's going to be coming in as a short? Yes, they've got this aggressive position in apps, but they don't actually have the site anymore. Aggressive push in from Forp will at least net them a kill. However, it's quickly traded out onto Crad. Upgrade to the rifle will give them something at least to play with. However, they don't currently have a kit, and that could be a big problem in the long term. Not if they don't manage to get any of the kills. Davkost, uncharacteristic miss, but he does make up for it with the CZ. And now, well, the only man left alive is going to be Lehanov. Not going to happen. Team Spirit with an unbelievable comeback. 11-2 down to win 16-13. They will take themselves map 1 and now head on to the second map, which will be Cobblestone and their choice. We'll be back in just a moment.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.